Hi, it's Tom from Lone Horizons, and welcome back to Dungeon Crawl Classics Dyson's Delve, our solo playthrough. So, the party, when we left them, they were resting in this secret room, having hauled a load of coins into it. Now, if we look at the dungeon time tracker, they've actually been in the dungeon for nearly 5 hours now, and they are resting for 10 minutes per hour. So they don't have to, take a long rest and sleep in a dungeon room for 6 hours or something. So they're doing okay, but I think maybe they'll want to call it a day quite soon, because they're all quite banged up. And I realise we do actually have a healer in the party, but we haven't done much healing so far. So let's see, Groban, the wizard, he's on 6 out of 11 hit points. And he has done some spell burning, so he's got 6 out of 7 agility and 6 out of 8 stamina. So he'll want to sleep that off back in town for a few days. And then we have Heva, who burned all of her luck points, which do regenerate, but she's going to want them to come back. She's on 8 out of 12 hit points. Orsiet, the cleric, she's on full health. Maldivius, he is also on full health, but he's only got 6 hit points. So why don't we do some healing? Who is the worst off? I guess it's Groban, the wizard. So yeah, let's try and heal Groban again. Not again, sorry. He hasn't been healed yet. Orsiet does have -1 to all rolls today, though, because she pissed off Klazath, god of war, her patron god. And also, if you notice, the Blackwing pencil that we started using during this campaign is getting very short. It's over halfway down the pencil now. That's funny. I've got a whole box more of them, which is good. So that's interesting. It's episode 35, and we've used up half a pencil. Okay, so why don't we do a lay on hands roll for Orsiet? So that is like doing a spell check. And depending on the other person's alignment, tells you how many hit dice can be healed. So what is his alignment? He's neutral, and she's lawful. I think she's lawful. Double check. She's lawful, yeah. So neutral is an adjacent alignment to lawful, so that means she can heal up to 2 of his hit dice. No, sorry, 1 hit die. Okay, so first we need to do the spell check. So she does, for her spell check, let's see. She does 1d20 plus 2, but it will be only +1 today because of the disapproval from before. Oh no, 3. That is terrible. That's failed. She needs at least 11. And the thing is, she can just retry on the next turn, but obviously if we hang around in the dungeon too long, we'll get wandering monster checks and beaten up by monsters. So that used up that turn, basically. I rule that lay on hands is such an intense thing to do that she needs to rest for a bit after trying it. So it is the end of the next hour, and we need to do a wandering monster check, and then they have to rest for 10 minutes just to get their strength back a bit before carrying on. Now, about last episode, right, basically pretty much the whole episode was taken up by that massive fight with wandering giant rats, and it was fine, but I'm thinking, a lot of people do say wandering monsters slow down RPGs a lot, because for that reason you can spend a whole session just having one fight that doesn't have anything to do with the plot or anything like that, and doesn't really get you much. I noticed the other day, this level 3 of Dyson's Delve, it says wandering monsters 1 in 8 chance, check every 10 minutes. So we were rolling our D6 wandering monster die, but we're going to switch to a D8, but I'm not going to do it every 10 minutes, which is every turn in the dungeon. I'm going to do it just still following this sheet, which is every 20 minutes, basically. So let's do the check now. On a 1, we'll have wandering monsters. Okay, that's a 4. So no wandering monsters, and they rest for the rest of the turn. Okay. So what do they want to do now? We could try and heal again, or we could just press on with finishing exploring level 3. But if we do that, then we get another wandering monster roll. Why don't we just try one more time to heal, okay? She can't be that bad, right? So she does her lay on hands procedure again for Groban. 18, that's much better. So that is a 19 with her current modifier. So 14 to 19, she can heal 2 hit dice worth of an adjacent alignment. So that's great. So his hit dice are D4. So if we roll 2d4, he gets that many hit points back. 7, that's really good. Great, okay. So what is his maximum? I think it's 12, maybe? 11, because he gets 6 hit points from his familiar, Myrtle the Turtle. And if Myrtle ever gets killed, that's pretty bad, because he'll take a massive wallop and he can even die from it. So, that takes him back up to maximum hit points. That's great. Right, so he's now on 11. Oh, sorry, that's Maldivius I just changed. I want to change Groban. For some reason, I have a kind of blind spot with Groban and Maldivius. I feel like Maldivius sounds like the name of a wizard, because it sounds more fancy and sort of like a Roman name or something, with that ending to it. I don't know why, so I just sort of think of that as a wizard's name. It was all randomly rolled up. All right, so that was that turn taken up. Now we've got to do a wandering monster check again. So on a 1. Oh, it's a 1. Oh, that's really funny. Even with like less chance of rolling it now with a D8, we still get one. All right. So we will roll for wandering monsters. We may be able to avoid a fight. I'd quite like to avoid a fight if possible, because I want to get on and explore the rest of the level, rest of the floor, and I don't really want to spend the rest of this evening, because it does use up my whole evening doing this, having another fight. I know that's stupid to complain about playing a game that I'm choosing to play. Let's just see what happens, okay? So it's a D6 roll. 3. Ghouls! Oh no! Probably the worst thing we could roll on here, because there's no negotiating with ghouls, is there? It's just going to be a fight, it looks like. 1d6 ghouls, here we go, let's see. 6 ghouls! Oh my god! Alright, here we go. That's going to be fun. Let's get the fight set up. Okay, so while I was rolling up these 6 ghouls, all of which have quite high hit points, I just remembered that the characters are still hidden away in this secret room behind a closed secret door in a stone wall. And I think last time we did a wandering monster check in this room, we did it as like a 1 in a D20, and I'm pretty sure that's what we did. That's what my memory's telling me. So because it doesn't make sense for like them to be able to open the secret door, like these animals and monsters wandering around, they're not intelligent monsters. Ghouls aren't intelligent. They're complete mindless maniacs that just see something living and rush to attack it and eat it. So I think we do need to do a 1 in D20 chance, actually, that these 6 ghouls will, somehow know how to open the secret door and can actually do it. All right, so on a 1, this encounter will happen. A 6, okay. So we'll put the ghouls aside. We don't know if we'll encounter those again. I guess if we do get a random encounter of ghouls during this episode again, what I'll do is I'll roll the D6 to get the number of them, and then it will be these ghouls, but however many we roll, that's what we'll say. Okay, so panic over. We don't have to have a really, really hard fight against monsters that are really difficult for Orsiet to turn and can paralyze you just by biting you. So yeah, that's for the best, I think. Okay, so getting back to the dungeon then. That was the Wandering Monster roll as we've just done. So we've still got a turn to use. Yeah, we did that healing of Groban. Why don't we just press on now? Let's get on with it. Now, we've already explored Area 2, the alcoves, so we can kind of skip past that and make our way down here. What is the next actual area on the map? That's interesting. These alcoves down here aren't listed as anything. I guess they're... Does that mean there's going to be possible treasure there? Alcoves. So on the alcoves number 1, it says this level is entirely ancient crypts. Each alcove on the map, both in the cave and dungeon sections, contains a collection of remains, often gnawed on and jumbled together. So you can actually search those. Yeah, you can. Great. Okay. So with a full turn of searching in each alcove, a check for treasure type J or K can be made, and we were using the old school essentials rules for those treasure hoards. All right, well, looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more alcoves to search, and why not? Because if we can get money out of them like the others, then that's got to be a good thing, and then we can add it to the big pile of coins in the secret room, and then get it home. So we'll search here, or saying that, maybe we should just press on into one of these other rooms and explore it. And they I think they might say to each other, why don't we? Yeah, let's say, like Groban suggests, why don't we leave the alcoves for now? If there's treasure in them, it's not going anywhere. Sorry, here they are on the main map. We can always come back for it and find and search for it later when we're picking up the other coins that we've saved. I think we should just clear out this whole floor of the dungeon. Sorry, you wouldn't call it a dungeon, would he? I always think it wouldn't be referred to as a dungeon. Like, a dungeon is a mechanical gameplay term that we as players use when we're playing RPGs. So he would say, these crypts, we need to clear out the rest of the crypts. Who knows what other horrors are down here that could spring attacks on us while we've got our backs turned, scrabbling in the broken bones and dust in these alcoves. Now we have the opportunity for a bit of role playing here. How are the others going to react to that suggestion? Because remember, we generated their personalities. So what do? We roll a d10, okay, for each person's reaction. Why don't we try that? See what happens. So Hiva, roll a d10. How does she react? 10. Argumentative. Okay. Let me get a bit of scrap paper here. Hang on. Okay, so Hiva says, no, I don't think we should do that at all. I think we need, if there's gold here, she is a thief. If there's gold here, we need to find it and get it stashed away and hidden. She's thinking like a true thief, right? I mean, technically she was a smuggler, and then now she's in the Assassin's Guild. But yeah, she still wants to steal stuff. So she disagrees with that. She votes no. How does Orsiet react? 9. Bitter. Maybe she's like, well, she's just healed him, right? How would she react in a bitter way? She's like, oh, I've just healed you. I've just called down the power of Klazeth, who, by the way, is not happy with me today. And you want to just throw yourself into these other crypts that we haven't explored yet. And probably throw your life away after Klazeth, Lord Klazeth, has taken time out of his day and all his spiritual duties that he has to do to heal you, you're willing to just throw your life away after that, are you? I think we should find this gold, and then I'll make a big offering of it back at the temple when we go back, to get back in his good books. So Orsiet says no to exploring the other crypts first. That was Orsiet's there. And then there's Maldivius, the warrior. How does he react? 7. He's brave. That means he's like, no, Groban's right. We need to push on and clear out these monsters. What? Like, are you just saying no because you're scared? We need to get them cleared out and killed, and then we've got all the time in the world to search through the alcoves for the treasure. So that means it's a 50-50 split. What do we do in this situation? How would the party react? I think Maldivius, being flexible as part of his personality, he says, hey, why don't we ask Myrtle the turtle? I mean, he's your familiar, Groban, but we can give him a vote. And he's like, yeah, familiars should get a vote in the party. We've all been saying that back in the plane of familiars where we all come from. We've been saying that for centuries, and no one ever asks us our opinions on anything. And I think Hiva, argumentative, would be like, oh yeah, well, obviously if you ask Groban's familiar what we should do, he's going to agree with Groban, right? He's his familiar. But I think it's fair, and I think the others would probably agree that he gets a deciding vote because they're tied. So we don't know at all what he would think. So why don't we just leave it as a 50-50 chance? On a 1 to 2, he sides with Groban, his master, and says that they should finish clearing out the crypts. And on a 3 to 4, he sides with Hiva and Orsiet and says, no, let's secure this extra treasure if there is any. Let's see. Oh, he sides with his master, and that's decided. I think Hiva and Orsiet are going to be kind of grumbling a lot, but they just realise that, you know, they're not gonna win this argument, and they don't want their friends to go off. 2 of their friends to go off by themselves, exploring the crypts and possibly getting attacked by packs of ghouls without them there to save their asses. So I think they're going to push on. All right, so there's a flight of stairs down here. I think it makes sense for them to just try this room down the stairs. Let's see, that is room 4. And I'm just going to put little question marks in the alcoves here to remind us next time we're playing, probably, that those alcoves haven't been searched yet. So the party goes down around this corner, goes down this little flight of stairs into this large room here. This room is referred to as Robber's Den. This sunken crypt was ornately decorated, and a single small passage allows fresh air to enter the room. That's interesting, providing a cool breeze that blows up the stairs. It is home to 4 robber flies, hiding in the crypt alcoves and the breezeway, who surprise on a 1 to 4. Okay, let's get this fight set up and roll for that surprise. Okay, so here we are. We've got the fight set up. We need to roll for surprise and then initiative. If we are not surprised. Okay, so they surprise on a 1 to 4. Okay, so let's 1 to 4. We get surprised. Yes, we do get surprised. Okay, so I guess we still need to roll for initiative then. Okay, let's do that. Okay, I've rolled up everyone's initiative. Obviously, the flies all go first because they have surprise. Then everyone else rolled really low anyway. But there's one thing I have actually forgotten about this. We want to do a reaction roll for them, don't we? Because they're flies. They're not the goblins who are our hated enemy and who know we've been rampaging through their realm, killing them. And they're not undead who are mindless killing machines. So I think we should roll for them. We haven't done one of these rolls for a while, actually. And remember, you add your highest personality modifier to the roll, but no one has any personality bonus or negative, I think, in this party. So it's just a 2d6 roll here, using our custom-made reaction table for Dyson's Delve. 7. Unfavourable. Okay, so they have the element of surprise. They're unfavourable to us. They don't want us here in their lair. Let's say they start swarming around, just buzzing around everywhere. And I think the heroes, the adventurers are going to probably react badly to that, since they've just been having like so much combat in this underground complex so far. I think they're going to react defensively, and that will probably set off the flies anyway to attack them. They could retreat. We could give them the option to retreat, but I think they want to clear this whole place out, don't they? Because they're trying to get rid of all the goblins, and for all they know, there could be a door in here on the other side of the flies that leads to a goblin lair or something like that. So I think they're going to just have the fight. So that means, unfortunately, the flies get to attack them. Now, robber flies, they are listed. They must be from BX D&D, because they've got an entry in the Old School Essentials Advanced got a DM's guide or whatever it's called. I've got it open in front of me as a PDF now. It says robber flies are 3-foot-long carnivorous flies with yellow and black stripes. They look similar to killer bees, which they hunt. They may attack humans. Where are they? Here they are. Here's all their details here. We've got 4 of them. Some of them, well, a couple of them are really tough, actually. And they're going to attack. It says their special abilities are they're immune to poison, killer bees poison, it says, and they can leap. They can leap up to 30 feet and attack. Is that separate to their movement? Because what is their... Let's find their card that I have made for them. Here we are. Their movement is 60 feet. So does that mean they could actually move and attack by 90 feet in one turn? I guess so. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I guess they can. They're just going to all buzz over here and attack us. All right, so we'll just roll to see who gets attacked by each one as they do their attacks. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. Don't know why I can remember that. So we want a D5. There is a D5, isn't there, in Dungeon Crawl Classics? So I must have one. It must be a really weird shape, like the D7. Here it is, D5. Okay, so Robberfly number 1 is going to go for Myrtle the Turtle, unfortunately. It springs through the air and dives down to attack him. So let's see, they have an attack of bite +2 that does 1d8 damage. Wow, that's as much as a longsword. Okay. So their attack bonus is +2. Myrtle's armor class is 14. Okay. Oh, wow, they've hit him. It's hit him. Okay. So it bites Myrtle and does 2 damage to him. He now has 4 hit points out of 6. That's a shame. Okay. Right, let's get a little dice counter for whose turn it is. Now, fly number 2, who's that going to attack? 2. That's going to go for Orsiet. Just gets an immediate attack on her. Orsiet's armor class is 18. No, that is a miss. Okay. Fly number 3. Who is that going for? That is going for Heaver. Boing. Flies through the air, buzzing. Goes down to bite her. And no, that is a bad miss. Heaver sees what happened to the other 2 and just gets out the way really easily. Okay, now it's Fly 4's turn. It fumbles. Great. Okay, we get to roll on the fumble table. Where is that on my digital GM screen? Fumbles. Here we go. So what would the fumble die be? I guess. It tells you on character sheets, doesn't it? I think basically the rule book says to just sort of use your own judgment based on how powerful the monster is. So fumble table. Is it not listed? What it's really sometimes these character sheets can be really strange depending on what you're looking for. Fumble die D16. Orsiet has a fumble die of D16. Let's just roll a D16 for their fumble. Why not? I'm not too concerned with being really, really consistent in this campaign. 5. Okay. You trip and fall, wasting this action. You are prone and must use an action to stand next round. That's great. Okay. So he is lying. That fly, yeah, it goes for her. She dodges out the way, and maybe she kicks it in the bum as it goes past her, and it just ends up sprawling on the floor on its back, kind of trying to get back up. So Fly 4 is prone. Now, that is good for us. Okay, sorry, Fly. Wait, hang on. What just happened? That was Fly 3 or Fly 4? How did I mess that up? That's weird. Okay, looks like that was Fly 3. Sorry. Sorry about that. You know what? It is actually quite difficult to do all like the attack rolls and things and the maths. And talk at the same time, so sometimes I get kind of messed up. All right, so Fly 4. Who is that one going to attack? Number 4. That is Groban the Wizard. It's good we did heal him. So he flies through the air, attacks Groban. Groban's armor class is only 11. Okay, so it rolls a 12, and it does 6 points of damage to him. Oh wow. Well, it's lucky he's got those extra hit points from Myrtle. So he's now got 5 left. Okay, half his hit points have gone in one attack. That's not good. All right, so now it is Heaver. Heaver is engaged in melee with this fly, but the fly is prone. So that means she definitely gets an attack roll modifier. So defender is kneeling, sitting or prone. The attacker gets a +2 bonus to their attack roll. Okay, that's good because with her dagger she's not that great. So let's just check. So her dagger +1, so it's a magic dagger, but she has a -3 strength modifier. So her melee attack is normally -1. So that means it will be +1 attack bonus. But her melee damage will be 1d4 -2. And I think if we get like 0, because it's a successful hit, it will still do 1 point of damage. All right, she's not going to be very good in this fight then, is she? Okay, so +1 attack bonus and damage is 1d4 -2. 12. What is the Robber Fly's armor class? 13. she's rolled it. She's got 13, and she needs a 14 to hit it. So she's missed. Unfortunately, she rolled as much damage as she could, which would have been nice. Unfortunately for us. Okay, Orsiet. What can Orsiet do? She does have spells, doesn't she? So let's just check what she's got in terms of magic. She has Holy Sanctuary and resist cold and heat. Okay, so she could cast Holy Sanctuary, or she could just bash this this fly with her Warhammer. I think she's just going to attack at this point. There's no point wasting an attack roll. She could reach this one though, right? Why don't she must be close enough to attack this one. Can she do that even though this one has already started attacking her? I don't know. I think maybe she's kind of locked in combat with this one because it's already attacked. So yeah, we'll say that. Okay. Now she has a -1 to all her dice rolls today. Her attack bonus is normally +1, damage D8. So this is just going to be a straight D20 roll. Okay, she has rolled 13 and yes, just missed it. Okay, so Maldivius is not under attack by anyone. He does have the Luck Blade, doesn't he? Which gives him a attack bonus, and that grants him wishes as well, remember. We've got all the details of that listed here. Let's just refresh our memories about the Luck Blade. It's a battle axe. So Luck Blade, there's 2 wishes left. The Luck Blade gives him a +1 bonus to attack and +1 to saves. Okay, I guess if we did have to face those ghouls, he could have used a wish to like make them disappear or something like that. Okay, so yeah, he will. Why doesn't he attack the one that's prone? Because it's still prone until its next turn. So he will get a +2 bonus to that. Now he's got his funky attack bonus, doesn't he? +1d3 +1. So it will be +1d3 +3 is his attack roll. And then his damage roll is a d10 with the Luck Blade. And he gets to do his mighty deed of arms. Let's see, what could he do? Can he cripple its wing so that it can't fly? Then we could say like its armor class is reduced by 1 or something because it is no longer as maneuverable. Let's try and do that. So if he rolls a 3 on his deed die, that will happen. Okay, he's missed his attack anyway. I think so. It's +3 so 3 +3 +2 is 8, which is really terrible anyway. So that was a really bad attack. Never mind. That was Maldivius. We've now got Groban. Now I think maybe colour spray might be good here because they're just animals, right? They're giant animals. They can be sprayed. It does involve the mercurial magic effect of Accidental Alchemist, which yeah, we'll deal with that. Yeah, he is going to cast that. Let's just go for that. What is his spell check normally, Groban? Should really put it on this sheet. I should redesign this sheet since I haven't redesigned it since the start of the campaign anyway. Spell check is D20 +3 using Myrtle, casting through Myrtle. Okay, good. So a D20 roll +3, casting colour spray. 9, 10, 11, 12. I think maybe that just makes it. Yes, okay, so 1 target within range. He can't do any spell burn basically because he's got nothing left to burn really. 1 target within range must make a will save or be blinded for 1d4 rounds. Okay, so let's say, who is he going to cast it on? His one, I suppose. Rob a fly number 4. the will save will be against his spell check roll. So that was 12, wasn't it? Okay. So its will save is -3, so that's good. So let's roll for it. 3, it gets 0. Okay, so it is blinded for 1d4 rounds. How many rounds? 4. Amazing. All right. Let's. So which one is that? That is fly 4. So let's put blinded, and we will use a little counter, a little die counter, for how many rounds. So it's 4 at the moment, and I've got to remember to make that, to change that each time. Okay, so it is blinded. I think that gives it like a -8 to its attack rolls, and we get a +2 to our attack rolls against it. Okay, Myrtle is in melee combat with this fly. Remember, his crossbow got turned to lead, so he can't use that, but he can bite it, and I'm going to say his bite is going to be like D4 damage, because he's just a turtle, a magical turtle, but he's not like super powerful or anything. What is his attack bonus? +1. Okay. We just made that up, that attack bonus, because it just sounded about right. Okay, that's terrible, a terrible roll. So he misses. Okay, now it's the next round, and I guess like we should count these 4 rounds of blindness. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Should I now reduce that to 3? I don't think I should, because that fly that is blind, it had already had its turn. So in that round, that was the last round. So I don't think it makes sense to -1 from that counter already. I think at the end of this full round, then it will go down. Okay, I know that's in our favour, but so what? Them's the rules I'm deciding. Okay, so it's fly number 1. He is blind. No, he's not. No, sorry, that was fly 4 is blinded. Okay, yeah, so fly number 1 is normal, and it does a d8 worth of damage. And Myrtle has only got 4 hit points left. This could be very bad for Groban. All right, Myrtle's armor class is 14. 17, so it does 19, and it's done maximum damage. It's killed Myrtle. Oh no, Myrtle is dead. Okay, so that is a very, very bad situation for Groban the Wizard. Now let's look up what happens. Okay, right, this could be very bad. If a familiar dies, the caster immediately keels over in intense pain, loses twice the familiar's hit points permanently, and suffers a -5 spell check penalty until the next full moon. Wow, alright, so twice the familiar's hit points permanently. So Myrtle had 6 hit points, so he loses 12 hit points. So Groban is killed. Groban clutches his heart and has a gigantic, massive heart attack instantly as soon as Myrtle goes down, and Groban dies as well, sadly. So yeah, Groban is dead. Right. He just goes like, ugh, and clutches his chest and like, ugh, and keels over and dies. Okay, but remember what we were talking about with Maldivius just now. So next turn is fly number 2. Fly 2 is attacking Orsiet. Orsiet's armor class is 18. Okay, so that is a miss. Fly number 3 is prone. So it's sort of squirming around on its back, and then it just manages to get back up, but it has to spend an action to do that this round, and so that is all it can do. Fly number 4 is blinded. It's just killed Groban. What is it doing? It's kind of lashing out everywhere. Is it going to go in the direction of the other characters? can it even find one of the other characters when it's blind? Let's say, I know, look, there's 3 characters left. We will roll a d6. If it's a 1 to 3, it goes for one of them based on the number. If it's 4 to 6, it just goes buzzing off over there. Does its whole movement rate. 2. Okay, so it goes for Heaver. So that one is now in combat with Heaver, along with number 3. Okay, so it goes for Heaver, but it's got a -8 attack bonus. So Heaver's armor class is 12. 9, so yeah, it's definitely missed. So now it's Heaver's turn. So she can attack fly 3 or 4. What is the weaker one? The weaker one is... Oh, the fly 4 is blinded, so she should attack that one. Okay. So she gets +2 bonus. I feel like it should be more than that. Here we go. So I've forgotten her melee attack bonus already. Here she is. It is -1, but she gets a +2 bonus, so that is +1. All right. No, terrible. Doesn't hit with a dagger +1. Orsiet. Okay, Orsiet is fighting fly 2. So she is going to attack. Let's see. 11. No, she misses as well. This is one of those fights where they just all miss. No one can do anything in this fight. It's terrible. All right. Maldivius holds up his luck blade, battle axe, and say it like that, and says, "I wish Myrtle the turtle hadn't just died." And then suddenly, everyone looks around, and Myrtle is back up on his feet, and so is Groban as a result of that. So Groban had 5 hit points left before, and Myrtle had 4 hit points left. Okay, so they are back up and about, and the luck blade now only has 1 wish left. Okay, so this is actually a really difficult, tough fight, isn't it? This is harder than I assumed it was going to be, with there only being 4 enemies. So I think that was his action for that round. I don't think we can say he gets to attack as well. So now it's Groban's turn because he's alive again. So I think he is going to cast Colour Spray again. And it was 1d4 plus 3 was his spell check, right? Where is it? Yeah, 1d4 plus 3 using Myrtle. Okay. Could he spell burn as well? He's got strength that he can spell burn. He's only got 4 strength. Why don't we just spell burn 1 point of strength? So he's now got 3 out of 4 strength. He's going to need to have a long rest after they go back to town. So he gets a +4 bonus to this roll instead of +3. And he's going to cast it on fly 1 that is near him. 13, so 14, 15, 16, 17. That sounds better than the last one. Oh, we forgot the mercurial magic, so we're going to have to do it twice now. 17. Up to 2 individual targets within range must make a will save or be blinded for 1d4 rounds. Sightless creatures are immune. Okay, I'm going to do these rolls at the same time with different coloured dice. The d4s, where are they? There's the green one, and there's the yellow one. Okay, so he is going to cast it on, he's going to choose fly 1 and let's say fly 3, because I think Orsiet can hold their own against this fly. They need more help. Well, Heaver needs more help against fly 3. So fly 1 will be green and fly 3 will be yellow. Wow, what was that spell? What was that roll I just made? It was 17, I think. 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, it was 17. So this is a saving throw against 17, and they have -3 will save. Whoops. Yeah, that's a 1. Okay, so that one has failed and that one has failed. Okay. We won't roll individually for their blindness. We'll just go with the first roll, which is 3 turns. So we'll get more dice counters out. So that was fly 1 and fly 3. Whoops. So that's 3 turns for each of them. Hopefully this is still on camera. So it's quite a tough fight really, isn't it? I didn't think it would be. So the accidental alchemist mercurial magic, we have to do that, and it kind of slows down the fight, doesn't it? It's a bit annoying, but let's just go with it. I know I'm always complaining about it, and it is a bit silly to complain about this game that I'm choosing to play. So let's see. I can always just say I'm not doing it anymore, mercurial magic, but it's all right. We might get something turned to gold that would be worth loads of money or something. Right, so colour spray number 66, accidental alchemist. Where is that? 66. So one random item within 20 feet of the caster is turned to lead, and another is turned to gold. Okay. So in this room, what is there? Home to the robber flies. There's nothing else in here. There's not even any treasure, which is annoying. So okay, one random item. We have to really do this now. How are we going to do this? Let's say it could, for the sake of getting through the adventure, I'm going to say on a roll of a 1, that is something on the person of one of the characters. Okay, it can't be anything on the robber flies because they're just animals. They don't have equipment. And on a roll of 2 to 6 on a d6, something like a brick in the wall, or a floor tile, or just a bit of rubble on the ground is turned to gold, and another is turned to lead. I guess. So one is turned to lead, another is turned to gold. So we'll roll for each object then, I guess. So let's see. That means we've got four dice rolls to make. So here we go. The yellow ones are the gold objects. These are the lead objects. We'll just roll them. So on a 1, it's an item or thing carried by the characters. Okay, so we've got something turned to lead in their inventory, unfortunately. Now, how are we going to do this? Let's just narrow it down by characters. So there's 5 of them. We will roll the d5 to see who has something turned to lead. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Groban, something on him. The reason I did 2 rolls is because he's cast the spell twice in this combat. So this second time, something on Groban turns to lead. Okay, what is it going to be? Now, I guess what I could do is write out a table, or I could just count through his inventory. So we've got longsword 1, longbow 2, arrows 3, so it would be 1 arrow. Gold bones, they're all they could get turned to lead. They're from this mercurial magic that happened before. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's a d12 roll. Great. All right, easy. He's carrying 12 items in total. Let's see. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof, 5. That's his backpack. Oh my god. So, Groban's backpack, it stays the same shape, but it instantly becomes really heavy on his back. And he's like, huh? What's going on? So his backpack, which was buckled up, closed, like he instinctively just shucks it off his back. And it clangs onto the ground, containing all of his bits of animals that he uses to cast summon animal, whatever that spell was, animal summoning, I think, and a bottle of holy water, 100 feet of rope, 3 oil flasks, all his food, everything. Everything is gone. Oh, those scrolls that he was carrying, sleep and protection from evil, they were in there too. Okay, so it's just basically, imagine a normal backpack. You're wearing it, it's turned into lead. It's not lead with it's not flexible lead like the fabric of the backpack and the leather and stuff. So he's not going to be able to unbuckle it or anything. And it now weighs double the weight that it did before. So that, oh no, it says both objects probably weigh more than they previously did. Okay, right. So that is a bit of a disaster for us. So his backpack is now on the floor. All right, that's crazy, right? Now it's Myrtle's turn. Myrtle, he can't really do anything in this fight apart from bite people. But if he takes max damage again, like he did twice, I think, was it twice? No, it couldn't have been twice. But if he gets hit again, he's probably going to die. So I think Groban points up the stairs and says, "Get up, get out of here." Since the fly he's fighting with is blind, he's going to be able to just escape up the steps and out of the combat, okay? So he no longer takes a turn. Right, this fight is crazy. Like, we haven't even wounded any of the flies yet. It's mad. We just can't hit them at all. This is like how it was when they were all level 1. They just couldn't do anything, basically. Right, so fly number 1, it's his turn. He is fighting Groban. He gets a -8 to his attack roll. He misses. Okay. And we've got a -1 from that fly's counter. These flies ones, they're not going down there yet. They'll go down next turn. Fly 2 is blinded and fighting Orsiet. So yeah, that is a miss as well. Fly 3 is fighting, I think it was fighting Heaver. We're going to say it's fighting Heaver. Okay. Its attack bonus is +2, isn't it? Yes, so it does hit her and does 3 damage. So she's now on 10. Oh, no, sorry, she's on 11. Oh, sorry, that's Orsiet's hit points. I thought that sounded a bit high. So 3 damage, Eva is on 5. Okay, Fly 4 is blinded. That's Fly 4. It's under attack by Maldivius, so we're going to say it's in combat with him. It misses. Heaver. Okay, so because are both those flies blind? No. Fly 3 is not blinded, so she's in combat with it. If she can kill Fly 3, which I realise she can't probably this round, then she will be able to disengage from combat and go and hide in the shadows and then get a sneak attack with her crossbow. Maybe not with her crossbow because that would be firing into melee. But for now, she is locked in combat with Fly 3. Let's see, that is a bad roll, isn't it? Her attack bonus is like is it -1 or -2? Either way, she's missed, but I can never remember it. I'm going to write it down. Heaver. Melee attack is -1 and -2 damage. Okay, so attack bonus +2 ranged, -1 mel. Okay, so she missed with that. She's burned all her luck this dungeon run, by the way. Right, Orsiet is fighting Fly 2. Please, Orsiet, please do something good. 19 roll. That is not a crit. If that was Maldivius, that would have been a crit for him. That's great. She's hit. She's done 7 damage on the D8. She doesn't get a bonus to that, but 7 damage to Fly 2. Oh, please be dead. Oh, it's not dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fly 2 had 13 hit points. Maybe we should have already retreated from this fight when we had the chance. I didn't think of that really. Just didn't think it would be that hard. Okay, so Maldivius, come on, you can do this. He does D10 and he does all this stuff. Maldivius is going to attack Fly 4 because it's blinded. So he gets a +2 attack bonus to what he does normally. Oh, it's just terrible, this fight. Really terrible. So that is attack roll of 5. Oh, I didn't even specify the mighty deed. He's going to try and cripple it like before. But 5, 6, 7, 8. +1 from the luck blade is 9. Then +2, 10, 11. He still missed anyway. It doesn't matter. No one can hit. This is the swingy combat of old school gaming. Right, so that was Maldivius. Now Groban. Groban. That's him. Yes. Should he just attack? Should he try to keep blinding them every single time? He has the blooming mercurial magic. He could just summon. No, he can't summon animals anymore because the backpack is now made of lead, and all his stuff for there is in the backpack. Okay, so let's just have him do a round of combat, normal combat. So he normally uses his longbow, but what has he got other than that? Maybe nothing. Oh, he's got a longsword actually, and he can do 1d8 damage with it. That's good. But what's his strength? No, his damage is 1d8 -2. His melee attack is -1. Okay. Now his Fly 1 is blind, so with a -1 attack bonus, but +2 attack bonus from the blindness, that is +1. Okay, are you following? I hope so. Let's see. Okay, so he's almost critted but hasn't. And then his damage, he's hit, but his damage is -2, isn't it? Yes, but because he hit, he is definitely going to do 1 point of damage. Not that it really helps much. So Fly 1 is now down to 6 hit points. Okay. Right. So that is another round of combat done. Fly 4 and Fly 1 and 2. Their blindness counters go down. Should we do a morale check for the flies? Can we just get rid of them that way? Because 3 of them are blinded. Would they need to do it? I don't think blindness causes a morale check, because if it did, it would say it specifically in the rules as written, right? I don't think we can just rule that. Maybe if there was some like mass blindness cast on every single enemy, and they were like able to use language, not like these animals, and they were all saying, I'm blind, help, I'm blind, I can't see anything, then they would probably panic and have to do a morale check. But we're not in that situation. Okay, so Fly 1 attacks Groban with a -8 penalty. At least this means they can't really hit us. Oh, it's fumbled. Good. So we will roll a d16 on the fumble table again. Four. Your weapon is damaged. A bowstring breaks, a sword hilt falls off, or a crossbow firing mechanism jams. The weapon can be repaired with 10 minutes of work, but is useless for now. Right, well that fly, its weapon is its teeth. Do flies have teeth? I don't think they even do, based on the most gross scene in the film The Fly, if you've seen that, with Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, they don't actually. But however they're attacking these guys, its natural weapon does not work anymore and needs to be repaired with 10 minutes of work. So Fly 1 is now blind and incapable of doing damage. I think it's going to try and flee on its next turn, because what's the point if it can't even attack anymore? Its attacks can't even do anything. I think it's going to try and break off and flee, and just buzz off out of the room. Definitely. That's fair, isn't it? Okay, so Fly 2. Fly 2 is attacking Orsiet with a -8. Yep, that has missed. Fly 3 is attacking Heaver. And it hits, because obviously it does only 2 damage, luckily, but Heaver is now down to 3 hit points. Okay, the Luck Blade only has 1 wish left in it, and it may get used again, who knows, in this fight. Right, Fly 4. Fly 4 is blinded and is fighting Maldivius. 17, but Maldivius' armor class is 18, so it definitely... I think none of them can even hit, actually, Maldivius with a -8. Maybe they can hit Heaver. Anyway, now it's Heaver's turn. She has to attack Fly 3 again, who is not blinded, unfortunately. What was that? It's a +1 attack bonus, isn't it? Here we go. 17, 18, so that is a hit. And yeah, she does -2 damage penalty with her dagger, so she just does another 1 point of damage on Fly... what was it? Fly 3, yes. Okay, so that's her first point of damage against it, and it still has 11 hit points left. Wow. I'm sorry this fight is taking so long. There isn't much I can do to make it more exciting, really. I guess Groban can cast his spell again. He can't cast his other one anymore, unfortunately. Right, Orsiet. She does a d8 worth of damage. She is fighting Fly 2. No, terrible. Fly 2 is blind, right? But that's still a miss, even with it blinded. That is just... Oh, and she even gets a -1 penalty at the moment as well. Keep forgetting about that. Right, Maldivius, here we go. You've got to do it this time. You're the warrior, and you can't hit anything in this bloody fight. You've got to do it. Okay, so Maldivius is fighting Fly 4, isn't he? Here we go. Wait, cancel that. I didn't even look at that roll. We are going to do cleave, okay? So if he hits it, he's going to cleave with his massive battle axe into Fly 3 as well, and we'll split the damage between them. Just terrible. Absolutely terrible. He's useless. He should be fired from the party and fired from a catapult into the sea. So yeah, what is that? 6 plus 1 attack bonus from that roll, so 7, plus 1 from the Luck Blade, 8, and then plus 2 from the blindness, 9, 10. Still a miss. Terrible. Just completely useless. Groban. Okay, Groban. So Groban is fighting Fly 1 at the moment, but he's just seen Fly 1 break its teeth on his longsword when it tried to bite him last time. So he knows Fly 1 is not in good shape. So he decides to cast his spell again. Now, his spell check had the +3 bonus because Myrtle was there, but without Myrtle it's only a +2 bonus, unfortunately. So we're going to cast Colour Spray. Oh, okay. 17 again. That's good. So that is up to 2 individual targets within range must make a will save or be blinded. Everyone's blinded apart from Fly 3, but we could just add more blindness onto one of them, right? The will save will be against 17 difficulty. And here we go. This is how many rounds of blindness. And let's say the green one is fly 3, and let's say the yellow one is fly 1. Okay, they both fail, and they get 2 rounds of blindness. So fly 3 is now blinded. For 2 rounds, and then fly 1 gets 2 rounds of blindness added. Now, let's see. Okay, we do have a mass blindness event now after fly 1 is going to flee. I think, what was I saying? I was saying because they don't know that each other are blind, maybe we can't just do a morale check for them. So I've ruled that. I'm going to stick to that ruling. So we will now go up here. Okay, so everyone gets -1 from their blindness. Oh no, I haven't done the mercurial magic roll, have I? Last time 2 bits of rubble on the floor got turned to gold. Okay, we have to remember that. And one of them got turned to lead, and his backpack got turned to lead. So gold rubble times 2. They're really golden nuggets, aren't they? Let's call them gold nuggets. And they will be worth 1 gold piece each, because they're worth double what they originally were. So again, the lead roll and the gold roll, on a 1 it will be something on a member of the party. No. Okay, so now there's another gold nugget lying on the floor because a bit of rubble in the crypt gets turned into gold. Another one gets turned into lead, but who cares about that? Okay, so now we're up to the next turn, the next round, and yeah, we need to -1 from everyone's blindness counters. They both go down to 1, unfortunately for us. They're almost unblinded. Yeah, and so does fly 4 as well. Okay, so now it's fly 1's attack. Oh, fly 1 can't attack Groban, so fly 1 just flies away because it's broken its teeth, it's blind, it's completely confused, so it just kind of like bumps off the walls. You know, like a confused fly trying to get out of a closed window? That's what it looks like. And eventually let's say it finds the air tunnel in the crypt that the wind is blowing through, and how the flies maybe got in. And it just buzzes off up there outside. Okay, so that's fly 1 is gone. Oh, that's a shame. That was the one that was the most blinded. I just wasted that, actually. Didn't realise. Okay, never mind. Fly 2 is attacking Orsiet. Nope, it's missed. Fly 3 is attacking Heaver. Nope, missed. Fly 4 is attacking Maldivius. That can't even make its attack. There's no point rolling. Fly 5, Heaver. Number 5 is Heaver, and Heaver is attacking Fly 3, which is blinded. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, again, she's not going to be able to do a large amount of damage to it. 8. Oh, she's missed anyway. Okay. Orsiet attacking fly number 2. She does 1d8 damage. And her attack bonus is nothing now because of her -1 to all rolls. She is missed. Terrible. Maldivius. Okay. Come on, Mal. You can do this. This is going to be the round where you smash it. So he is going to try and do cleave again. Okay. And he's fighting fly 4. He's critted. Yes. Finally, he's done a crit. His cleave didn't work, but he has hit with a crit, and his damage is it's plus that, isn't it? So 1d10 plus 1d3 plus 1 from the magical battle axe. So he's done at least 6 damage to fly 4. And then we'll roll on his crit table. Oh, good. Oof. Right, crit table. So what is his crit table? I'll do this. Crit table 3, and his crit die is d12 minus 1. Why is it minus 1? Is it his luck? Oh, it's his luck modifier. Okay. Okay. D12 minus 1 on table 3. Let's see what this is. 2. Attack sweeps foe off their feet. Next round, the enemy's prone. That is good, actually. Okay, so he's done, what is that, 4, 5, 6 damage to it. Fly 4. So it has 3 hit points left. And it's going to be blind and prone. Oh, wow. Fly 4, blinded plus prone. So that means on its next turn, it spends an action to get back up again. Oh, good. Okay. So yeah, that is Maldivius' turn. Now Groban. Groban could actually shoot, but then he has the risk of hitting one of his friends. All these flies are now blinded. So, well, he could cast Colour Spray, because he could still knock them unconscious. Or he could go up to one of them and attack it, but then he's in combat with it. So let's say he moves away a bit and he casts Colour Spray again. Okay, we're just gonna keep Colour Spraying. So this is a spell check with +2 bonus. 12. Okay, it's not great. He's just managed to do it. So one target within range gets a will save or is blinded for another d4 rounds, and then we do the mercurial magic. So it's a will save versus 12, and let's choose say fly 3, because that's the one that's fighting Heva and she's the weakest. Okay, so this is versus 12. Oh, it's succeeded. Okay, so that was a failure of a spell. It critted against the will save. It's like, nope, I'm already blind. You're not making me more blind. Okay, that is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. And now we will do the rolls for lead and gold. Let me know, another question for commenters. Do you think a 1 in 6 chance for the gold and the lead transformations to happen to something on one of the characters is too high? If you do, let me know. I think maybe it is too high. Maybe it should just be a 1 in 20 chance or a 1 in 12. I don't know. So again, the yellow die is for the gold object and green is for the lead. Oh, something's turned into lead. Okay. So we get another gold nugget on the floor. 4 gold nuggets worth a gold piece each. And yeah, okay. The lead item. So we now only have 4 characters here. Who is it going to be? It's him again. Okay. He's going to lose something else now. So it was a d12 roll last time because he had 12 items on him. It is going to be d12. If it's a 12, I'll re-roll. It's a 1. Is that his longsword? Yeah, his longsword is now made of lead. Okay, so it will weigh... What we're going to do... we are going to... Wow, this is another really long episode, isn't it? Because of all this. It is going to be a lead longsword. (1d8) damage still, but it is now going to be weighing 2 pips of encumbrance instead of 1, so it weighs as much as a 2-handed sword, and that means He's now on 6 out of 7 equipped items. Actually, he's only on 5 because he dropped his backpack, didn't he? 5 out of 7. Okay, that's fine. Right. That's such a crazy effect to have every time you cast the spell. Alright, so that was Groban's turn. I think maybe next time he's just going to start stabbing the flies with the longsword. We'll just get him to do that. Fly 2, still blinded, and it's attacking Orsiet. No, it misses. Fly 3 is blinded and it's attacking Heaver. That misses. Fly 4 is blinded and prone, so it can't do anything. It can only get up, and it uses its action to get up. Okay. Now Heaver. So Heaver is fighting Fly 3. We did say if they're all blinded, then they can't see, and she can break off from attacking and go and hide in shadows and do a sneak attack, right? So I think what we can say is she can move. Let's get her as far away as possible. She would be shooting into melee, wouldn't she? Interesting. Is that a good idea? Maybe in this case, yes, because she's got way more chance of hitting it with her crossbow than she does with her magic dagger. So she breaks off. How far can she move in one turn? We want to get her as far away as possible. Although, yeah, she's not really going to move out of range or anything in one turn. Speed is 30 feet, so she is at. Well, let's just say she goes to the middle of the area, and then she needs to hide in shadows. We'll give her a hide in shadows roll. I am just going to rule that because this is a dark crypt. Myrtle was carrying the lantern. Hand wave that away for now. It's too complicated. Because it's a dark crypt, it's going to be a DC 8 roll. And let's see what her skill bonus is for that. Hide in shadows +4. So it's a D20 +4. Yes, she easily hides in the shadows. That's it for that turn. I don't think she can really attack as well. Okay, Orsiet fighting Fly 2. You've got to do this, Orsiet. You must be able to. 16, 7 plus 2 for the blindness attack bonus is 18, and she does 1d8 damage. That's 3 damage to Fly 2. All right, finally we're getting somewhere here. So Fly 2 has 3 hit points left. Oh, this is a crazy fight, right? Okay, that was Orsiet. Now Maldivius. Okay, so he is going to try and do the same thing again, cleave on these 2 flies. Let's see, so he does a D10 of damage, doesn't he? Yeah, and he has his D3. Let's see. Okay, so 9. Plus 1 from this die is 10. Plus 2 from the blindness is 12. And then plus 1 from the luck blade is 13. So he just missed. Okay, never mind. Right, yeah, Groban is just going to charge in with his lead longsword and be like, my bloody longsword's turned to lead because of you bastards. You flying bastards. And he hacks at the fly number 2. So with his longsword, I think he gets an attack penalty. -1, and he does 1d8 -2 damage. Okay, but the fly is blind, so that's actually a +1 attack bonus. No, he's missed. Great, and he's now in melee combat with that fly. Okay, How many flies were there to begin with? 4. If we can kill one more of them, then they have to do morale checks, all right? It's just crazy, isn't it? And it's a will save, and they have -3 to their will save, which is good. So, fly 2 is in combat with Orsiet. -8. I don't think it can hit her at all, can it? No. Oh, hang on. That was another turn ended, wasn't it? So now they're no longer blind. Uh-oh. So maybe that was a mistake to make Groban charge in with his sword, possibly. Okay, so fly 2 is attacking Orsiet. It's not blind. Okay, well that's a miss anyway. Fly 3 is attacking Maldivius now, because its sight has come back, and it's like, oh, that creature that I was trying to eat is disappeared. Thinking about Eva. What's Maldivius's armor class? 18. That is terrible. It is missed. Good. Fly 4 attacking Maldivius as well. That's a miss. Heva. Okay, so she is going to shoot into melee. And she is going to shoot at... Who should she go for? Fly 4 or Fly 3? Why don't we... Yeah, if we can kill Fly 4, then that forces a morale check. That's the best thing to do. Okay, so let's just double check in this game what Backstab does. Is it on her character sheet, actually? Backstab is +5. Oh, if she uses her dagger, she does D10 damage, doesn't she? That's maybe a missed opportunity, but it doesn't matter. +5 attack bonus. They're no longer blinded. All right. Hang on. The thief receives the indicated attack bonus to their attack roll. I think that must be in addition to her normal attack bonus, right? Because otherwise, what if you had a really good attack bonus that was like +6, but when you do a sneak attack, you get +5 to your roll? It doesn't make sense, right? So it shouldn't cancel out the other one. So her normal one is +2, so this will be +7. Can't remember if that's what we did last time. We did the sneak attack, but that's what we're going to do. And her damage is 1d6 +1, and she will automatically crit if she hits Fly 4. She rolled 8. So +7 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh no! She's just missed. Yeah, that gives a 50% chance to hit a friendly. I think it's a 50% chance. Let me see. Firing into melee. Yeah, if the attack misses the intended target, there's a 50% chance he hits an ally engaged in the melee. But why is that? Reroll the attack roll against the ally's armor class. But why if he's engaged with this fly as well, shouldn't it be a 50% chance that it hits either of them? I'm house ruling that makes sense, because otherwise it's not fair, is it? Because he's right there as well. It could hit him. So a 50% chance on, let's use a d4. 1 to 2, it does hit one of them. 3 to 4, it doesn't. It does hit one of them. Okay, who's it going to hit? 1 to 2, it's Maldivius. 3 to 4, it's Fly 4. Yes, it's hit Fly 4. But you have to do the attack roll again, so it may miss. So that attack roll was a +7 attack bonus with an automatic crit. Okay, so let's see. Oh, she's had a natural crit as well. Okay, she can't. I'm not gonna rule that she can get 2 crits because of that. Or should I? Should I just do that? Let's just roll twice on the crit table, because this is Dungeon Crawl Classics. It's like a kind of gonzo crazy RPG. I'm pretty sure I saw a description of it that said, "This isn't your dad's Dungeons and Dragons. This is your batshit crazy uncle's Dungeons and Dragons." So yeah, she's gonna crit twice, all right, on fly 4. Was it fly 4 or 3? No, it's actually, sorry. She was shooting originally at fly 4 because it had only had 3 hit points left. So this has actually hit fly 3. This is like the most complex fight ever, and it's just 4 giant animal enemies. I can't believe it's going on so long, to be honest. Okay. So she's going to do 2 crits against fly 3. She's done 6 damage already to it, and then we get the crit rolls. Right, so this is like, if you're still watching, you're amazing. You're an amazing viewer of this channel, and I love you a lot, because this is just, I'm almost going insane here with how mad this has all got now. Right, she rolls 1d12 on crit table 2. So we're going to roll 2d12 at the same time and read them as separate results. Okay, where's another d12? Why can't I see a d12? Here's one. Okay. So that is a 12 and a 6 on crit table 2. So a 12. Savage Strike. Foe must succeed on a fortitude save, DC 10 plus PC level, or faint from the pain. Okay, and what's the other one? 6. Foe dazed by ferocious attack. Their speed and actions are reduced by half. Okay, well, firstly, it's lost 6 hit points. Let's just do that first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it must succeed on a fortitude save of D10 plus the PC's level, which is 2. Or faint from the pain. So fortitude save, it gets a +5 bonus. Okay, so that is 12, a DC 12 check, saving throw, sorry, but it gets a +5 bonus. 10. No, it faints. Okay, it's out of the combat. So the other thing doesn't matter. So that is fly 4 is now unconscious. All right, so fly 4 is down, and that means, hang on, that is unconscious. Unfortunately, in this you can't just do a coup de grace. You get an attack bonus against a sleeping enemy, which is really weird, I think, but never mind. But there will be a morale check on the next round for the flies. So that's Heaver's turn done. Let's just make a note that she has fired a crossbow bolt. What are her bolts already? Crossbow bolts 21, so she now has 20 left. Wow, this is so crazy, this fight, isn't it? It's just mad. Right, so Orsiet's turn. She is still locked in combat with Fly 2, and she's just... Has she even hit it? I think she's hit it, but not enough. Right, terrible. Failure. Right, Maldivius. So he could attack Fly 4 while it's asleep. And why not? Because nothing's guaranteed in this fight, is it? Defender is helpless, +1 die. So he goes up 1 die in the dice chain for this roll. Okay, so a D24 is what he rolls. I'm sorry, I just don't have that memorized. D24, now I've got to find it. This is a D24. Okay, so he's going to roll that. He's going to roll his D die, and he's going to roll his D10 for damage. Okay, here we go. Terrible. Can't believe it. So that's 6 + 1 is 7 plus 1 from the wish blade, the luck blade, sorry, is 8. So he's just missed the sleeping fly. It's just so stupid, isn't it? All right, Groban is fighting the other one. Fly 2. Don't worry, hopefully they'll fail the morale check on the next round and the combat will end. I really hope so. Let's see, Groban, what does he roll? He rolls a d8 for damage, but his attack bonus is going to be lower, isn't it? So his melee attack is normally -1. The fly 2 is not blinded anymore, so it is -1. His melee damage is 1d8 -2. Okay. Nope, failed. Okay, now the morale checks happen. Fly 2. So it makes in this game, a morale check is not a 2d6 roll, it's a saving throw of difficulty class 11, and it's a will save, so it needs to get an 11 in total with its modifier. No, so fly 2 is gone. Fly 2 buzzes off, flies away. They get the chance to attack it, but they're not going to bother because they'll probably just both miss anyway. Now it's Fly 3's turn. Fly 3, morale check. 16, 15, 14, 13. So Fly 3 fights on. Okay. So Fly 2 is gone. Bloody hell. The normal rule that I use is enemies do a morale check when there's half of them left, and then they do the last one does another morale check when it's down to the last one. So I am going to make it do another morale check on its turn because that's the rule. Okay, Fly 3. So it's made its check and it is going to attack Maldivius. Here we go. 10. That is a miss. Fly 4 is still unconscious. It's going to be unconscious till the end of the fight because it just said it faints. Didn't say, and then it wakes up after X rounds. Okay, Heaver can roll to hide in shadows again. So that is a +4 bonus to the roll, and it's DC 8, we said. Yes, she has made it. That's her action used for that round, though. Now Orsiet is going to run over and attack Fly 3, I guess, because Fly 4, you may as well just leave Fly 4 unconscious because it's fainted. You may as well just leave it there. We are going to try and kill Fly 3 because it's still in combat currently. Okay, she is being really useless in this fight. No, she missed again. Maldivius. He is... he's going to attack Fly 3, and he is going to try and hit its wing, which, as we said before, will cripple its wing and give it a -1 to its armor class for the rest of the rest of its life, I suppose. Here we go. So, he needs that die, and that die. Yes, okay. Yes, that is a success. Good. So, let's see, what does Fly 3 have? So now its wing is crippled. And it might be dead now. I haven't even looked at the hit points. And it's going to make another morale check. So, crippled wing. -1 armor class. Okay, now he has done 2 damage from his damage die, 3 from the deed die, so that's 5, and then he gets 1 more from the magic wishblade. So 6 damage on Fly 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is dead. It's bloody dead. Okay, Fly 3 dies, and then they all swarm around fly 4 and just start stabbing it and hacking it and bashing it about until it's just a thin black and yellow paste on the floor of the crypt. Okay, so that's room 4 finally cleared. Wow, that was indeed crazy. Yeah, okay, that is that crypt cleared out of flies. That was the most unpleasant fight that I've had so far in the game, I think. And it was so weird because it was just 4 giant flies. They didn't have any special abilities apart from that leaping attack that they could do. They weren't poisonous or anything. It was mad. Alright, let's check everyone's health. Maldivius didn't get hurt. Groban is down to 5 hit points. And you know for a fact they're going to leave the dungeon after this because this is just horrible. Heaver, what is Heaver on? Heaver's on 3 hit points, okay. And Orsiet, what is she on? She didn't get hurt either, okay. Right. The Robber's Den, based on my calculations for XP and what levels they should be reaching for each level of the dungeon, that I've put down that it was worth 6 XP, that encounter, but because it was just so insane, they're going to get a bonus XP point each from it because it was just horrible, right? That was just an ordeal, really. So let's see, Orsiet's XP is 55, so that will be 62 out of 110 to reach level 3. 62. Same for Heaver. 62, so they're now just over the halfway point to level 3. Groban, same, 62. Maldivius, he is on 47 out of 50 now. That was a big boost for him on his way to level 2, because remember he's lagging behind at level 1 because he joined later. Okay, and unfortunately there was nothing in that crypt. There was no treasure or anything. It was such a hard fight and we got nothing, but we do still have those alcoves which could be full of coins. So yeah, again, doing a mini-megadungeon by yourself can be quite tough, especially with running a party of characters who all have different crazy special abilities and everything like that. Oh, let's mark off that turn, so we're good for next time. By the way, I've put the gold nuggets into Maldivius's backpack, and they're only worth 1 gold coin, 1 gold piece each, so they must be the size of a gold piece, so that means they don't take up any encumbrance pips in that encumbrance system. Also, Groban's backpack is now made of lead and must be really heavy, and I think next time we play, because as you can probably guess, this is where we're going to end it today, next time we play, I think we're going to have to carry that back to our treasure room and then figure out how we're going to get everything back to the horses and their saddlebags so that we can go back to town. And when we go back to town, we're going to have to somehow find out how we can cut through a lead backpack to reach the items inside it and get them. That will be interesting. So, other than that, I think that's it. One other small note is I was thinking it might be nice to hire some henchmen. Not henchmen, kind of like men-at-arms. The rules are in the back here. I won't go into it now, but next turn when we're back in town, I was thinking it might be good to have them guard the horses outside, not come into the dungeon, but get a big group of them to guard the horses. And also, when we're travelling back and forth, and we do our wandering monster roll in the wilderness, those encounters are potentially quite difficult, so it could be good to have a big group of soldiers with us. for that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.